Thomas Sarah. So you played this yesterday, last night, or this morning or something? Looks decent. Yeah, it's still high sense though. You still have 3 times as high sense as I have, but it's most of it is preference. I'm going to sleep. I think I'm going to put my home cinema and watch this demo laid in bed. Do that, man. Don't do anything creepy shit while you're in bed. Match just paused. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, I remember seeing your nickname, so. You should watch this, then you'll see proper team play. I think you're a little bit too aggressive here. I remember... Maybe I'll send some dirty messages to my girlfriend, but... That's normal. I won't go between you and your girlfriend, my man. I know the tactic here is to push, but I think... Yeah, masturbate to this one bit. To that death? Sure. We all know who's the masturbator is. Yeah, I think you're a little bit too aggressive in tunnels. It is probably the strat, but I mean, you have a USBS, they have Glocks. Topic. Something natural, not a topic. True that, true that. Here you're using the shadow. I mean, you're just pistols, there's not much you can do there. Taboo? And yes it is. Just pre-smoking it. Fine. So you got set to play. League is banned from this stream. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. MOBA games, nah. Just I don't know if you're slow to rotate or they just get shredded on A. I was reading chat, sorry. This is fine though. You just have to bet one of the angles. You even react faster than him. Pre-aim is a little bit off. You almost get him anyways. Shredded on A, gotcha. It should have been able to hold it a little bit better. Give you some more time. I love this flash. You peaked prematurely and either you were too slow with the flash and monster for them to peak, or he was too fast peeking in short. One or the other. Talk to Kadam and figure it out. You should write it down probably, but you're in bed though, so it's fine. I'll put it on YouTube so you can go through it if you want. Molly was a little bit too deep. Unless there are people who sell League accounts for a living in my country. Whoa. Can you shoot here? Or is this a bugged out spot? And you crawls before the... Yeah, boy. Oh. You cross before the smoke dissipates. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I know. The thing is that his flash wasn't intended for someone holding as aggressive as you were. So you panicked a little bit, but I guess you expected it to pop sooner. Just timing wrecked you. Yeah, timing wrecked you. Got you. How much time can it take me to learn Flash and other basic 5-6 map, more or less? Depending on the time, depends on the dedication you're doing. If you're just playing matchmaking, you take it longer than if you go in to learn it. Go in to learn and look at strats and look at timing pushes and stuff like that. But I will Google and YouTube all smokes in cache and cobblestone. I have good memory. Is there any way to make the game go smoother? More FPS, basically. In my experience, at least. I'd say 300. I'd say 300 should be fine. I feel like I'm lagging with 200. Maybe your FPS max is on 200. Position is ugly. Did you see him cross though? And you're flashing him out B. Okay. Wait. Okay, so it was a command developer 01 to max in FPS. FPS max. Do you have your console up? Because the command for shit, I can just what just happened? The command is FPS max. Mine at 999. The game is capped at 300. People say, but I just don't give a shit. I've been struggling with FPS for 15 years. I like seeing that 500 numbers. 220. It is more than enough. It is more than enough, really, but for full pleasure, I'd say 300. If you since you're noticing the inconsistency with it. If you want to remove that, 300. But 220 is enough to play at a good level. You're just pushing hard into the site. You just there's no need for you to hold long with Losh there. I'm unable to do 2-man flicks like you did. It's sad. It is a lot of experience. I've done it a while. I have about I've been practicing a bit. Pre-aim, Thomas, and you just get caught out versus 3 people. It takes a little bit of practice, and as I said, you don't. It's all about muscle memory to do those flicks, and you have 0 muscle memory. I've played CS:GO for 3 years, about that, maybe more. No, it's more. The game came out in 2012, right? So I played it for 7 years, 4,000, 5,000 hours ish. Unable to do 2-man picks. I like the way you hold monster, by the way. I'm good at moving 1 step and shooting head, moving, shooting. I shoot better moving than standing still. Yeah, you shouldn't stand still anyway, so be a moving target. Be hard to shoot at. What you can do is you can go into deathmatching server and just have your knife out. Or just try and kill them with Glock. What just happened? You have no muscle memory. No. Relicer has no muscle memory. That's why you can't do the 2-man flex. Yeah, you should practice. Don't just over practice. No, no, no. It's Relicer who doesn't have any muscle memory. That's why I can't do the 2-man flex. Let's see what happened here. Follow this around a little bit. Do what I'm supposed to here. Not just hang out with the chat. Okay, so timing is obvious. I'm gonna molly. Terrorists are just waiting for you with a knob. And just waiting for you to peek. What is this molly? Is it so they can't smoke? Come on, Oleka. Peek, Oleka. You did good there. Okay. It wasn't fucked up. I like that you changed it up. Yeah. I like that you change it up, that sometimes you molly and then wait, sometimes you molly, flash and peek. Sometimes you smoke right away, sometimes you smoke late. I like that you keep changing it up. Just gonna see what people are in here. Want to join our professional Discord to help out. I'm just smoking. Okay, you're re-smoking it. That's fine. I was like, why are you gonna peek this before you smoke? But it was already smoked there, so you just want to see if they were pushing it as it dissipated. Yeah, it looks like you have a little bit of info there. Literally aiming at him since you came from B. Molly splits up the team. So, question now is, should you peek this smoke and hold it? You know they smoked it off, you know they're eco, you know maybe you're a little bit too deep already, maybe you should have stayed in waters. Because you know this isn't a possibility. So now you have to choose, should you flash it and hold it, or should you just hold it by shooting? And you wide peek. This is so dangerous. There you see the spray transfer. You re-peek it again. You're confident in your shooting. This is fine. When you're this confident in your AK spray, it's fine doing this. Probably wanted you to be a little bit closer to toxic, so you're not that open. I mean, they have Tech 9s. If 3 people body shot you, you're basically dead. A little bit over aggression, a little bit too much of your body shown. So you're only 2 on B, so you fall back. Give them a little bit of what? At least you called it, or they noticed it. A little bit of YOLO there. A little bit too YOLO, in my opinion. You could have died there. If you saw, you passed 2 players to push like that. Almost, if you count the guy in heaven, you passed 3 players to push the smoke, killing that guy. You called it. That's good. There's 3 people holding this guy. There's no need for you to give yourself up as a sacrificial lamb. You double peeking it, getting oh, that flash. That, did you see that flash? Yeah. That flash was, that timing on that flash. Good job holding map control. Just flash them B. You should show me your configuration, how you have things configured, and I'd like to ask you some stuff about this video. Yeah. I'll probably be here, Relicer, unless something happens. If something happens, I will be tweeting about it. So you should follow my Twitter just in case. Like right now, I'm waking up literally 2 o'clock at midnight, and then I start streaming. That is, I should not do that. Yeah, I don't use Facebook because Twitter is easier for me. Well, I can't help you then. If you want to be sure you know what I'm doing, you should just follow my Twitter. Because I say when I wake up, I say what I'm about to do. I say when-ish I will be streaming, and when I'm sure that flash is so bad. You have full double flash. So, here you see why you should have high sense, and here you see why having high sense is bad. I mean, turn on the music and look at him dance, man. Doing more 360s than a ballerina. Because he knows he has high sense, he knows he doesn't need to take the shortest round. Shortest way to move his crosser around, so he can dance around like that. But that takes longer than aiming directly where you want to aim instead of doing more than 180. That molly. You probably want to find a better flash for monster. You can use the same as you do. Well, it's just the way you dance around anyways, but as I said, you should find, you know the way you throw the molly in the beginning of the round, you bank it off the side of the monster tunnel. You can use the flash. All you're doing now is you're making noise, hoping he will push so Kadam can kill them. Yeah. That's a bad mistake right there, Thomas. Want to see how this timing worked out? Why this happened? So Molly B. Okay, so he's soloing B. Okay, so you just expect them not to push for monster control, and you expect them not to push short. You're like, whatever. The terrorist is just going to leave this part of the map. You just hope the only thing they're gonna have is an opper. But if you hope there's only going to be an upper, there's no need to molly this, and there's no need to smoke this. Just to put you should have cleared short into more words of why you should have cleared short. Because it doesn't make sense, but he missed his shot. I don't know if he should have smoked this. The only thing I do know is Lost should have gone aggressive in connector. Could make a lot of noise. He'll die here. Why that guy has an op, I don't know. And why you think he's alone, I don't know. Why would an op go by himself? This is not good, by the way. Too much, you playing too much off luck at this point. That's bad timing. That's just bad timing. But the rest of it is just bad decisions. That's just unlucky. But the other things are just yeah. That fight is okay to take. Maybe a little bit too aggressive 4 versus 2, but maybe you should have just peeked him and got the information is there and not committed that heavily to it. But you got monster control. So a little bit dodgy. That round is something you really need to look at. A lot of bad decisions. A lot of them. It turned out well for you, but not because of good decisions. I love this strat. I love this pistol T strat. This is the first strat I saw properly. And it's so effective. And he gets 2 kills there is not good though. It's not good that he gets 2 kills. Someone fucked up in connector. Someone fucked up bad. I mean, you have 5 people in short, and he can peek freely and kill you. He probably killed the one guy holding it. Oh, love it. Yeah, I mean, one of the 4 people should have held connector. What are you pre-aiming for? We don't know. We'll never know. But you got the plant. That's what's important. Nice 1D entry on short. They have a triple stack long. They did a read or something. This is actually a cool strat. A cool hole. Look at this. That one standing anti here. You can't pre-aim there, you nugget. Compared to what you did, you can. I mean, you literally aim down into the ground right there. You have one guy holding the tree. If this guy gets flashed, he will turn. You have an opper. If you peek, this guy will turn and kill. I don't know if this is your smoke or their smoke, but very few people will just push through in the match. Too bad they get cucked. Well, it's still like a nice idea. Then you have full short control with connector. I like the idea of it. But it's sort of an anti-strat for a short take and a map and to hold map control. I think this is a strat they should. Your smoke, okay. I think that this is a strat they should pull out later. And the short guy peeked and gets fucked on by Cream. And Thrace don't really like that setup. It's a nice to counter map control. But the problem is that the guy in short peaks, that ruins their whole beat hold. And then the guy in long, he peaks and ruins. Yes, I agree, it's totally the wrong round to use it. Because they have no clue how you play overpass. And then this FG9, he peaks and he's caught out of position. So the strat is, I see how to use it, but it's wrong for their players and it's wrong against on 4th round, 1st gun round. Not only because they get fucked on and shot upon, but because it's basically an anti-strat. And Oleka just wreaks havoc. Oleka, man. But look at your ADR here. I just think that this team was... Go to sleep, Relicer. Go to sleep, man. You've been up all night. You've been up for a long time. Just hit me up. I got you on Steam, so when you have any questions, we can just go through it. Just normal long push. I'd rather have a flash that pops in the middle of the opening than a flash they can turn around on. But that's just ADR king. It's just because, I mean, I've seen a lot of the... Yeah. That they don't punish the mistakes they did earlier. Oleka, man. They don't punish the mistakes they did in B, like the opera missing. It's just, and the way the previously strat worked out for them. I just think they are... The IGL is overthinking and it thinks his team is better than they are because they're not disciplined enough to hold those kind of angles. And like, yeah, in what world are you allowed to do that when they're holding that angle without any kind of utility thrown? You just push YOLO short with, of course, yes, you're using timing, but that's exactly what that boost is to counter. So yeah, I just think that maybe they were trying something new, maybe, but then individual skill on your team and this team is... I was like, what? Yeah, it's just... You're just outskilling them at every corner here. This is what I mean with... These guys probably feel like they're a good team, the team you're playing against. And you guys are close to semi-pro. This is what I mean when I say that. That you wreck a normal team. They're probably globals, all of them as well, so... Was this a scrim or was this a league game? I'm curious. Because if this was a league game, I'd feel sorry for this team. If it's a scrim, it's okay. Then it's just that the strats you were trying out were working a lot better than the strats they were trying out. You're just, you're just, you know what you're doing. You're just checking out every possible outcome of your. Okay, it's a scrim. Then it's okay. Then I can understand it. Because you're running strats, you know. You just want to check the timings, check your grenades, check a few pushes. But they're running completely new shit. I hope. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed your seat to side. Seat to side is where you struggle. Always struggled on seat to side on every map. Most of the. I don't mean your seat to side is shit. It's only shit compared to your T sides. And you just let your teammates do the work here. I mean, you catch them off guard all the time, and this is the difference, because This is what should have happened when you pushed short, and the opper should have picked you, or they should have had a second opper, a second rifler, helping out the opper to pick you. What is this position Thrace is holding? I'm sorry, I just need to do this. I feel like shit for doing it, but look at this positioning the CTs have. They're all disconnected from one another. Even if you didn't have these smokes, flash me please. But the thing is, even if you didn't have these smokes, they would have been so disconnected. I guess this guy was flashed and he fell back, but still, even if this guy plays his normal role where it should be here or in Toxic, but Toxic is probably mollied off. And this is the problem when their early aggression in the round where you pick them, they don't have any utility, and you have all your utility. But they're so disconnected from one another. They're just panicking when you guys enter the site with all this utility. You can just run out with your knife out. I don't know why you jumped out over the smoke. Like 15-6. Enemy team is doing strange shit, and you just over aggression. I mean, jumping down into short through a smoke in a 4 versus 4 or 4 versus 3 or whatever it was. A little bit too aggressive. Again, a little bit undecisive. Oh, okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine. Just remember you said yesterday that you usually go for a little bit too aggressive. But yeah, other than what I said, that's fine then. Just want to see if you know this. Show you a little cool thing. If it's